Okay, I'm going to lend my thoughts on Mitt Romney, Jon Huntsman's decision to drop out of the race and how it affects him. Okay, here's the thing. There are now 5 candidates. I am almost positive most of Jon Huntsman's supporters are going to go with Romney. Probably he gets about 5 to 6%. Let's say he gets... And Huntsman is a Mormon. He's also attracted by the left-leaning conservatives. The moderate Republicans tend to gravitate towards the Romney side. If they don't gravitate towards Romney, they go for either A... No, not Romney, but Huntsman. But if, right now most of the moderates are going for Romney. If they're not going for Romney, they may be going for Ron Paul because of his isolationist views of America, that we should keep everything, drastically cut military spending and not be the world's police dog. Okay. Well, my opinion is he's got about 5%. 3 of the 5, because he's just Mormon and he's moderate alone, are going towards Romney. So now Romney, in South Carolina at least, is going to have, instead of, the latest poll is like he had 32, well now he's going to have 35, because Huntsman's out of the race. Paul's going to pick up 2. And Gingrich, I feel, is starting to drop. He's number 2 right now, but my guess is that when all is said and done, I think Santorum may catch him in South Carolina. But he and Santorum are splitting up the vote, and Rick Perry, who is also, preferred by the Tea Party people, his votes would go probably towards a conservative candidate like Santorum or Gingrich. Problem is, he's not going to drop out of the race. He has a lot of money still from the backers. He's not going to drop out of the race until the South Carolina primaries. He's holding out hope that something happens there. He's made a decision, and that's it. But what he doesn't realize is his decision to stay in the race is going to drastically impact Romney, because he has the same percentage as Huntsman. So the Huntsman voters are going for the moderates now. But Perry's voters is going to get split up in with the other, the strong conservative support. So Romney's going to have a very strong showing now in South Carolina, and there's not much you can do about it. So here's the thing. If Romney beats and wins South Carolina, that's extremely hard to overcome. Why? What's number 4? What's the 4th state? Florida. What happens with Florida? Florida has a ton of people from New York and the upper states. They move into Florida. It's got a lot more moderate Republicans than South Carolina does. And so you have to remember all those New York Republicans, all those Massachusetts Republicans, they migrated to Florida, the older Republicans, and guess what? The older Republicans tend to go for Mitt Romney. So if he gets South Carolina, he's getting Florida. It's a done deal on that. Then you got Nevada. Nevada is close to, 10% Mormon? And most of those Mormons are Republican. In 2008, guess what? Mitt Romney won Nevada. So now he's got not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. He's got 5 out of 5 states. When he gets 5 out of 5 states, you can kiss it goodbye. He will have the Republican nomination. It's a done deal. If he gets... The fact that Jon Huntsman dropping out of the race and giving his support to Mitt Romney, even though it's small, it may only be 3%, that 3% will carry him over the top, I think. Because there's only a few more days left, and no matter what happens, I think it'd be hard for the Republicans to catch up to him. He has last time I checked, a 10% lead. Now it's going to be a 13-14. It's a 10-11% lead with the latest poll by Info Politics, I think it is. And now, with Huntsman, it's going to be a 13-14% lead. And with him winning South Carolina, he's going to win Florida. He's going to win Nevada. That's a guarantee. That's why you think the Republicans are going so hard in South Carolina. They know it's the last stop. If they can't beat him there, it's over. And that's just my opinion. We'll see. But yeah, I believe if they can't win in South Carolina, you might as well. The next two primaries are going to go to Romney as well, and at that point, when you go 5 for 5, you know, that's a hard thing to overcome for any candidate, and because there's this presumptive, like, oh, you're the nominee, you know, I mean, it's like people start gathering around the wagons. They're like, you know, we may not want to, but we realize if we go against Romney now, that you have a huge bitter thing that which may not even work, and Romney still wins because, you know, 5 for 5. So that's where I think it's going to go. Romney wins South Carolina, he's winning Florida, and he's definitely winning Nevada. He won Nevada in 2008. So, just my 2 cents.
Have a nice one.